Damn.
Because
No, I'm going to use Surface. The Surface is pretty good.
did you know this Hangout on air is live, and Hangout on air is going away August 1st. For quick streaming, try youtube.com/webcam. Hey yo, what's poppin'? I'm Chad. Welcome to Comic Core Friday night. We're thin in numbers, but we're graced with one of the best in the community, and that is our special guest tonight, Metarog. What is going on, my friend?
Wow, I am humbled and honored to be on here, Chad. Thank you so much. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. I've been such a fan of the core programs, especially the Golden Guys. I never missed that.
Oh, Golden Guys, good show.
And of course, the Great Legend was on the very first one, and thank you for supporting me when I was on there, because I was really nervous, because those guys are just so knowledgeable and just off the chain good, right? But
they scare me sometimes.
I am flying high today, guys. Flying high.
Awesome.
I mean, anytime you got JB on there, or JD, I'm sorry, I said JB.
Hey, but if JB was on there, hell
yeah, but JD's on
that
there.
Would be good too. Yeah, sure,
JD is just a handsome gentleman, just so handsome. But we got Legend, who went live for a while.
that was an off the rails. Like, I wanted it to be like, this little Skype type thing, little tutorials, but shit just broke down, man. Sorry, everybody. Yeah, we're gonna use that. We'll probably put that on private and just use it as for our future, and it'll be something for new Comic Core people to watch, so not what to do.
And then we've got the DC princess herself with Mark Catron. What's happening?
Hi. Big week in the Figures household.
Hey, by the way, congratulations. You're married.
Yeah, we're legally married now.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
There's a lot of people that thought that it was a joke, but no, we actually eloped. So it was our 13-year anniversary being a couple, and it just landed on that date, and we're like, hey, let's get married. So we planned it in about a week.
That's awesome. Congratulations. But you are renewing your vows in Baltimore by ordained minister Drew Manchu. That's going to be fun.
It's going to be a cosplay ceremony, I believe.
Pretty cool. But let's dive right into the chat. We got Caleb.
Whoa. We got another guy in here on the panel. It's kind of dark.
Yeah, I look pretty grim right now.
Let me give the introduction for this guy. You've seen him on Monday. You've seen him every day on his own channel. This is The Natural White Whale Comics, one of YouTube's finest, bringing the heat every day of the week. Make sure you check out his channel, because he likes to have a good panel. I know, cheap Hobbs.
But he's the Roy Hobbs of the comic book community.
Hobbs.
There's nothing like a Great Legend introduction.
It makes your day, doesn't it? Puts a little tear in the corner of the eye.
Almost makes you believe that I'm actually here and not a ghost.
He's alive.
Well, I want to dive into perfect segue, but I want to. Has everybody been watching, listening, and reading all of the San Diego Comic-Con news?
A lot of big news.
There's a lot of news coming out.
Okay, so my question is, I read this article, and I don't know if it's 100% true, but they're making Egon is going to be in the new Ghostbusters as a ghost.
Dude, wouldn't that be cool?
That is so. I mean, I went to GameStop tonight, right before the show, and they have a ton of San Diego exclusives. A ton. They have a Flash, PVC, one of the plastic statues, which is translucent. They got a Batman Damned statue. Ooh. And I reserved it because they didn't get it. They'll have it on Monday, but I am picking up my Michelangelo wearing the Batman cowl. So
yeah.
Pretty pumped about that. There's been a lot of stuff going on, but let's dive into our guests right away, and let's talk about Metarog. What do you got going on over there, man?
Well, I usually have about 3 shows a week, and then of course I'm on the No Faces chat, as Great Legend knows, because he's shouted
Monday
us out several
nights.
times.
Yeah.
Monday nights. And every other Thursday I do a show with one of your alum, Comic Head 84, who I believe he's still on StoryCorps, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Kenny's always around here somewhere.
He's free 84. I mean, that's a travesty there. But anyway, let's not get into that. We're not going to get political.
I remember that.
So we do a Graders Notes, which what we do is we take a comic book and essentially we just dissect it. We actually more like eviscerate it. Every nit and cranny aspect of a comic that you ever don't want to know, we do on Graders Notes. And then of course, I do the contest roundup. Here's my part of my board back here with the Comic Core, which I'm going to be highlighting on Thursday because I know you guys are about to close that up. Yep. And then on Tuesdays, I generally do some kind of special video. Usually I'm some obscure aspect of comic collecting. Like I just did one on a quasi collaboration between the Marvel and DC writers and freedom fighters and invaders back in 1977. So I like all those kind of nuances in comics. I'm not so much into the speculation or the value, but I do like the story, the art, the synergy of the 4-color fabulousness. It's just has fascinated me for 50 years almost.
So you don't want to spend a long time talking about Captain Marvel 8?
I will, Alec, if that's what you want. But
not at all.
I'm conversant in those areas, but my real concentration is in the actual pages and all the different aspects of the comic medium itself. And here we have Caleb coming in. Another Florida. We're being invaded by Florida today.
So Caleb, I got to give a shout out to you because you're in the chat. Comics Misexplains also over there. Chris Barrett, TJ the Slab Dragon. We've got John's Comics with Kids, Mr. Garrel, 90 MF Comics, and I'm trying to catch up. I don't see Thomas Wayne yet. I'm a little nervous.
He's right there.
Thomas,
right there.
Yeah,
Okay,
Thomas is in the house. Thomas
Comics and collecting. Joe Ryan Comics. What's up, Joe?
Joe Ryan is the man, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Ryan is awesome.
You guys get some heavy hitters on here.
But Joe, I gotta give him a quick shout out because Joe, I will be sending you a message over the weekend because I need to ask you something real quick.
Ryan.
But yeah, so we've got a lot of stuff planned. We've got the contest coming to an end. We've got a lot of comic book news coming out of San Diego. More, the Russos made a big Magic announcement, and we also got to talk about our picks of the week. But I will quickly give you my pick of the week, and it's going to continue being my pick of the week until this story ends because it is fantastic. Spider-Man, this is awesome. And like he's aging horribly. So
wait, did you just say he's aging horribly? Did you aging? Oh God.
See, I hopped in on that first issue of that, man, and I don't know, it was too wordy for me.
The first issue is completely different than any of the other issues. Trust me when I say this, when you're getting Mark Bagley drawing it is amazing. Super fantastic. I haven't gotten to read anything else except for Marvel. I read the final Uncanny X-Men and the final X-Force, and getting pumped up for Hickman's run. So,
oh yeah, everybody's psyched.
Bagley is such an underrated artist. His run on Amazing Spider-Man and New Warriors were really transcendent.
Yes.
When you consider that who came before him and how he really took Carnage and took Venom into directions that others really didn't visually. He made them so much more dynamic and much more almost like cosmic in the way that he would draw them. Just underrated artist all the way around.
The one thing that I can say about Bagley is, DC did it, and they were doing it with 52. They also did it with Trinity, and they started doing the weekly books. Bagley, I don't know how, but he was awesome when Ultimate Spider-Man was almost coming out weekly, right?
Mhm.
I think it was twice a month.
Twice a
But
month.
then they put him on Trinity, and did he do anything on 52 as well? I know
I've got
he,
that whole Trinity run.
I don't think so. Not that I
but
remember.
he was doing an awesome run on that too. So, Caleb, what did you pick up, my man?
Man, my pool was light this week, man. I only got 2 new books. Of course, I had to finish out Little Bird, and then I had to pick up that Silver Surfer Black #2. This was my pick of the week. I need to reread Little Bird, the ending. I enjoyed the book. I read it all the way through. There's some stuff I didn't understand, so I'm going to sit down and read all 5 of them again because now that I've got them all. And, dude, I really enjoyed the series. You know, I always got to throw an indie in there, but, man, Trad Moore's art in this Silver Surfer Black, y'all, this is insane. Epic fire. Definitely pick it up if you're not reading Silver Surfer Black. Donny Cates and Trad Moore, man, it is insane. I'm not giving any spoilers. Just go buy it, read it.
So, Alec, I think you won something this week, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh
yeah,
my
we'll
goodness,
something.
dude. Something all right.
I mean, my pick of the week is that.
Welcome to the club, buddy. Welcome to the club.
Thank you. Feels great, but weird. Like I was thinking about it today, and as obviously excited and thrilled and overwhelmed I am about it, like it doesn't carry the same weight to me as like even my giant size, which I
I'd sell it and buy a Journey into
scrimped and
Mystery.
saved in order to buy myself.
Right.
Um, So I mean, it kind of feels different. I mean, I'm still psyched, and it's awesome to have. But you know, there's something about like buying the book yourself and picking out the copy you want, and putting in the work that makes it feel more special, I guess, to me.
So, are you not a big Wolverine fan? Are you a big Wolverine fan?
No, so at the end of last year, John and I on a book club episode did our books that we wanted to try to go after this year, and we did it in 4 tiers of like price. And this was one of my like insane tier books that I wanted to go after this year. So it was definitely something I wanted. I didn't think it was attainable, but you know,
There's a reason I asked this because, you know, you and I talk off air a lot occasionally, and you know, you and I have some similar situation going on, and I actually have my LCS holding you something today, and I'll tell you, it's a 182. It's got an appearance of it.
yeah, I've got a 180, so got to complete the trilogy.
Yeah,
I
you
want
get
that Thor
Yeah.
228 or whatever that has the preview of it.
there. You go.
That's the one I want. It would fit in my Thor collection. Very nice.
Look
Oh,
at there. There's Metarog's showing one right now.
Oh, look at that book.
Well,
Oh,
remember,
dang.
I've been collecting for 40 some years, guys. So this is, you know, this was a common comic book when I was collecting. You know, now it's a big deal. But yeah, the trilogy that we're talking about, 180, 181, 182. You know, to me, it's when you say trilogy, that's sort of it sort of, you know, defaults to that, doesn't it? It's gotten to the point of, you know, almost legendary status. Even though I'm not crazy about 181, I prefer 180 myself, all the way through. But you know,
Comic Cat 84 in the
I'm only
chat.
one small opinion in a world of opinions. So
Comic Cat 84 in the chat just said, "Did you see in the House of X preview book it listed 180 as his first appearance?"
Well,
Did
yeah.
it finally? That is.
Wow.
It is his first
But
appearance.
clearly, but
It's got his name in costume.
It is a full panel appearance. You know, I mean, we've discussed
Didn't he
this.
even
I've
say
discussed this on
anything?
many shows, but to me, it is a first appearance.
So such a
People
good.
just like that cover appearance of him. That's the only
yeah, I
reason
mean,
that book
the
is
cover is
what it
iconic for sure.
That's the
Yeah.
only reason.
But and I understand even if it wasn't listed as his first appearance all these years, I think it still would be the book to go after because of the cover. But
Yeah.
If I had
Jason
that, I
Smith
would,
says his New Mutants 86, the first Cable.
Yep.
if I had that, I would. If I like won that, I would sell it and try to either get me a low grade Journey into Mystery 83 or I'd try to get a really high grade of that Marvel Preview Satana, like a 9.6 or something.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
man.
the first Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
That's
I
my
got one of
boy,
those. Yeah.
dude.
Everyone's got their own grails. Like if I didn't have my Bone 1 already and
Wow.
I won this, like I would be tempted to sell it to get a Bone 1.
Well, that's a great comic. A great comic. Bone One. That's a great book. Great
Yeah,
book.
but
Yeah, I agree. Great book. I mean,
But
to me, it's
Low
only
print
trumped by
quality.
Cerebus One. You know, as far as in that genre of independent
Yeah.
comic, that's the only one. I would,
Albedo,
nice. Very
Albedo
nice.
2, you know, like
That's my modern grail.
Mine's Adventures of Superman number 500.
yeah.
Really?
No, I'm being dead serious.
Wow.
Like, and the reason why is I have it. I'm a huge Connor Kent fan. I'm pumped. And
There's no wrong way to collect.
Yeah.
No wrong way to collect, as far as I'm concerned.
Connor, Tim Drake are my favorites.
A personal grail doesn't have to be like a huge money book. It can just be like
Whatever you want it to be personally.
right. You for me, like that issue of Batgirl with the new Babs Tarr first appearance of her new costume where she's taking a selfie.
Oh yeah.
Like I buy that anytime I see it 'cause that's like kind of a grail for me because I love that costume so much. But it's like a $5 book. It's not a big deal, but I'd still consider it like a personal grail book.
Did you ever,
Nice Bold's in the building? What's up, man?
Alec? Did you ever see the? You know how I have the PVC, the Diamond Select statues.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever see the Batgirl one? It's that. It's actually that. It's that cover. She's
With
taking.
her taking the picture.
She's taking the selfie.
That's
It's
all.
really tall too.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's beautiful. Kat, how about you,
Hi.
girl? What did you get?
All right, so of course I'm still waiting on my Midtown order because we all know that my post office hates Midtown. Apparently, it's an epic battle between the two.
I just don't
But-
understand why they have to keep opening your packages.
Yeah, I actually had a
Ooh.
note on my most recent box from Midtown, basically stating that it had been inspected. Because I don't know what a comic shop is sending me that needs to be inspected.
This is like what, the fourth time they've done this
But
to us?
yeah,
They don't send medium mail, do they?
It's that brown paper sack they put it in for some reason.
Thank God we have we took that video down. Mark in the box.
Anywho, I did end up picking a couple books up from my local shop just because I wanted to get my hands on them. Wanted to check out a few things. So first off, Giant Size X-Men, just the Fast Mile
Nice.
reprint. Why not?
You sure that one?
Nice facsimile. Very well done facsimile. Very well done.
Those
Yeah, why not?
facsimiles are super
Do the
awesome.
facsimiles
Oh, I
have
was-
all
I
the
was
same
reading-
ads in there?
Here.
Yeah,
I believe so.
they do.
God, I
they
gotta
should.
get one of those.
The back cover.
Facsimile.
Just
I'm showing it like this.
Just-
No, I'm not doing it that way. Okay, so
don't let it slip.
if anyone, I'm not going to let it slip. Okay, if anyone has been at all following Jenny Frisian and her career or checking out the polybagged Faithless,
Oh, it's
covers.
so gorgeous.
I'm going to show it this way because otherwise I feel like I'm going to get in trouble.
Look
Oh,
at that.
wow.
There you go.
But
Eat your heart
Is
out.
it salacious in some
Yeah.
way? Is that
No,
like,
he's not
Uh,
at all.
no, he's covering the boobs.
I got the naughty bits covered.
It's,
there you go.
Really gorgeous cover.
They
Gorgeous,
should have
gorgeous
pasties
cover.
on.
But
Really weird issue though.
easily my pick of the week, and I'm going to surprise a lot of people with this. I did do a review of it on my channel, and that is Loki #1.
yeah, I still
So-
haven't got that. It's behind the register at my shop.
Man,
Dude,
before we go any further, can we just praise
shout out
to the Unlimited crew?
Comics
Oh, I
Miss
know.
Explained.
Last night, dude, or night before.
That was amazing.
That was awesome.
They did a great job. I mean, I
Yes.
thought John was on vacation in England. I didn't realize like the camera made you drive on the wrong side of the road.
So check
John-
that out, people
John
in the
also
chat
loves
on
football.
Wednesday. Man, it was awesome. Like they said, John's Comics with Kids, and huge shout out to Jason Comics with Explained. Interviewed the writer of Loki, and it was a phenomenal show. And if
Yes,
you
it
have not
was.
seen that show, make sure you check it back in the archives. Very good.
Very, very well done. But gotta tell you, the fact that Frosty the Snowman is now a canon character in Marvel Comics, very happy about that. There are a lot of references to Vote Loki and Asgardians the Galaxy and Loki's time as a Sorcerer Supreme in the beginning. And I gotta say, I love this so much. I think the only way you could make this series any better is if you throw in a little bit of my girl Angela and maybe some Thori in it. Just saying, you don't have to. I mean, Frosty the Snowman, kind of amazing. The fact that he put up a sticky note that said "Be right back" on his throne was amazing. But just a really, really great Loki book.
So would you consider Loki to be an anti-hero, like overall? Or would you consider him a straight up villain?
Here's my thing. I don't really consider him a villain, but I definitely don't consider him a hero.
Anti-hero.
Or an anti-hero, honestly. I would just think Loki's in it for Loki. Loki's just there to have fun. He is a trickster. I love Loki too. Like, Loki over Thor all day long. I'm sorry.
Well,
but
no.
Yes, he's a fun character.
Yeah, just smurf the boy. Bandito said, "Know your role, woman. You know your damn role."
For any of our female guests that are hanging out in the stream, Thor is in this, and
why do you have to show?
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna show the Thor panel. Yeah, that's right.
He likes people with metal stuff on them.
This is like Colossus all over again.
No, I'd pick Colossus over Thor.
Listen, I was going through the dollar books the other day, and he was having like a 50-cent sale. And then today he had a temperature sale, which was awesome. So whatever the temperature was, as long as it didn't break 100, that's what the price was on any of the books in any of the bins. So I got down there, it was 79 cents, and then I was watching the temperature rise up to 93. I was like, shit, I gotta buy this now. But I bought the swimsuit. The swimsuit, the Marvel swimsuit calendar. Did you ever see that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And it's got Colossus.
Yeah.
He's got a Speedo on.
Oh yeah. That's classic stuff.
Chad.
You should post that image on the Comic Port Instagram.
I'm sending it to you.
I'm just saying it could definitely get you some followers.
I want to give there's Thomas Wayne. I see poor Mike, Airboy the Barbarian. I watched his video the other day, his entry video. I thought it was hilarious for our contest. Pocan Joe's in there, JP's budget collecting. I gotta tell Bear Island, I was having a crappy week, and
me too, man.
I went back and watched his video, and I want to tell him thank you for making me laugh.
The song entry.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh, that's a classic, isn't it? Wow.
So funny. But
amazing.
I'll share with you guys. Do you guys want me to share why my
Yes.
Keyword share. Thanks for reminding me.
All right, so it's I'm gonna have to change. I'm gonna change the people's names. So, a local man who allegedly impersonated a police officer by conducting a traffic stop on the bridge in May has been charged with witness retaliation. This week, I was actually held up back in May by a gentleman who was pretending to be a cop, and
I wouldn't call him a gentleman.
So
that's very classy of you.
Yeah, so this week, I was going into the 7-Eleven, and he saw me, and he came after me. But he then went to the police station and said that I was wearing a trench coat, and I pulled a gun on him and wanted to kill him. And the police went back to the
Unbelievable.
7-Eleven and actually watched the video. And mind you, they said, and I quote, where is it? Return to his car after watched him for 5 minutes. Okay. This is the greatest thing ever. This took place. The gentleman said the man opened his coat to expose what he thought was a shotgun, but police considered the statement inconsistent because of the 90-degree weather and the videotape. So this guy is going back to jail for a long time for witness intimidation and falsifying police reports. So, yeah. So Bear Island, thank you for making me laugh. I had a pretty shitty week.
Mm.
Well, good thing that he's ended up.
I was actually texting you when the situation was happening.
That's the rest of what
Really?
I'm reading.
I swear to God. Because he was like standing right in front of my car. So
That's scary. That's a scary moment there in life, right there.
people are crazy. There are a lot of crazy people out there, but that's why
Yeah, I live in Florida now, man.
Let's be thankful that you're okay.
I'm good. I got the Comic Core, right?
You're around family. We're here to protect you.
But so I gotta ask our guests real quick. You've been watching these entry videos and you know the contest. What do you think out of all the videos that you've seen and out of all the contests, which one has been probably one of the most innovative?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, Mo.
You mean entry into the Comic Core or just overall?
Just overall. You've been doing it for a while now, so.
I think overall that Bear Island and his Royal Guard was, really one of those astonishingly well thought out contests that got an immense amount of participation and also allowed the channel or the content creator to show their originality. And to me, that was, really a convergence of a perfect storm there. I enjoy doing my video immensely, and here Caleb is showing his Royal Guard.
I've still got it on my
So-
little dry erase board.
In recent memory, that's one that that I would consider just very innovative, and again it's innovative from the contest viewpoint of the creator, but also it allowed us to show our individuality in it, and in that sense, I really thought that was a well done contest.
I can't agree with you more, but I've seen some of our videos. I'm just pumped. The reason we came up with this idea on the contest itself was we just had a really good time in Chicago, and we just want to keep on hanging out with people.
Heck yeah, man.
Yeah. No,
So-
I mean, the prize here is I mean, sometimes we use the word epic and it's overdone. It's a hyperbole, but here I'd say it's spot on. To give
It's
plane
unheard
tickets,
of, is what
entrance, and also the ability to just hang out with you guys, even if you didn't have a plane ticket, just that one would be epic. So I can't say, I don't know how you guys pulled it off, but to me this is, again, if I didn't have already set dates for what I'm going to be doing, then I would be all over it.
Well, I can tell you, we sold a lot of T-shirts. not that many.
Okay, that's a good way to fundraise. Okay.
We've been trying, so if you guys want them, make sure they're on sale this week, 38% off.
Speaking of T-shirts, I found my White Whale comic shirt. So if you
Can I
want one,
can I put it up?
huh?
Can I put one of you for you up? People are crying. They
I have very limited quantities, so just send me an email. I'll send you one.
Okay.
Nice.
I actually got one coming. It's gonna say "Coming at You Live" beanies for
Boom, links right there.
Hey man, watch out for that. No, I love Comic Core, but boy, you don't want to clip a man's nuts off.
Yeah.
I don't
Okay,
cut my dick.
put the link in
You
the
don't
chat.
want me to be one of them damn eunuchs now. You got to say some shit for if I ever come out of retirement. You know what I mean? I may have a tin cup if you take all my gimmick ideas. Hey, real quick though,
Yeah.
big guy in the chat. Some guy posted in the chat that next subscriber gets to be Metarog's 800th sub, but you click on the link that I posted in the chat because the man is sitting at $7.99 and he knows where it's at. One of your favorite videos that I like to watch that you do. Not only I love you with Bub and all the guys on Monday night on the No Faces chat, but I really love the weekly contest, the comic contest roundups, because there's so many new people in our comic book community. There's so many new people that come into collecting comics, or they have already collected for years and years, but they find other people on YouTube share the same interests and hobbies that they do. And they come on there, they create videos, they do these contests. And Metarog, I want to thank you so much for all the hard work you do by you scour the YouTube comic book community, finding all these cool contests, and you put them out there in your own video to let other people know. And that's just another excellent way to share the love and share everything throughout the community so people can find out about some of these other channels they may not know about, and hell, win some prizes at the same time. So thank you so much for that.
Oh, thank you so much, Legend. I really appreciate that. To me, actually, let me shout out Silver H Dave, because he was actually this was not my baby. He originated the Post-it note and the contest roundup, and he had some health issues and so forth, and he called me up one day and he said, "Hey, I'd like you to take that over," and I was again beyond honored to have even been thought of for that, and I've ran with it since then. It's blown up, but he was doing most like 5 or 6 contests. There was one point where I was doing 30 contests at a given time, and but that's just the generosity of this community. Legend, you've been doing this a long time. The generosity of this community is Legend. I mean, I just won Comics Addictions contest. They're out there. They want to. They imagine if it's your birthday and you're giving away gifts. This is what these contests essentially are doing. They're sharing with us what the celebration of their milestones, which is reverse of what logic is in society. So to me, these are fantastic individuals, channels that first of all are interesting, are in my wheelhouse, in my collecting realm, and yet are wonderful individuals and channels. So of course I can do nothing but try to pump them up and get them out there, get the exposure as much as I can every week, and even in the chats I try to do that.
Well, you guys share Metarog's channel, get him there. But I've got to get Whitewell too. Whitewell is at 966.
What? Yeah, I am actually, speaking of contests, dreading hitting 1,000 because I have no bright ideas for what to do for a contest. And you're at 1,000, you have to do something. So
you do, right?
It is giving me an immense amount of anxiety. So please don't sub up yet.
Well, let me retract that then.
No, it's fine.
Now you'll get double the subs that you'll normally would just to spite you.
Just to bust my balls. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Right.
So we've been talking. We've got Comic-Con on our mind. We've got San Diego going on right now. I've seen some things that I wasn't happy with, and I kind of wanted to ask you guys' opinion. But Walking Dead movie.
Yeah.
There's a movie?
Rick Grimes. Standalone movie about Rick Grimes.
Meh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd rather have like a standalone movie about Michonne.
Well, and she announced that she's not coming back after this season.
So basically the show's worthless now. The only good thing with that is Negan.
Hey, she's got to defend in Wakanda.
Yeah,
dude. She is killing it in the Black Panther series. And the
it does seem like that show has been it's been diminishing returns. I think in the last few seasons.
It
kind of lost its mojo a little bit.
I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe everyone's getting zombied out.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe.
And then, with that being said, in Marvel's news, we're also getting Marvel Zombies are coming back in October.
But that's different. That's in comics. That's awesome.
There are zombies. Hopefully, we do damn coverage. I always like those.
We also get a Doctor Doom standalone series from Halt and Catchfire creator.
Okay.
Is that a comic book series or a show?
It's going to be a comic book.
Cool, man.
Cosmic Ghost Rider is finally getting his own Marvel Legends action figure.
Nice.
Oh,
Let me see. They're talking about focusing a spin-off show on TNT about The Walking Dead, Negan. I'm trying to think what else did I see. I'm looking through there. And then Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles hit 35 anniversary four figure pack is available now. So, and Marvel kills off some bunch of people and everything looks good. New series of Birds and Prey with Harley Quinn, Black Canary, and Huntress right in time for the
Birds of Prey movie, right?
yeah, coming out. That
How
comes out.
convenient.
That comes out in February, but the trailer that I gotta say that I'm excited for. I like if you kind of think about this. I'm gonna go into story time. So
Go for it, bro. Go for it.
when Jenny and I were just dating, we were watching a movie, and I'm like, you gotta watch this movie. This movie defines who I am. This is like my entire childhood. And she's like, what? This movie sucked. It's terrible. I'm like, no, Top Gun is amazing.
Oh yeah, Maverick. Yeah.
And then I didn't realize that it was extremely homosexual. Like a bunch of oiled up guys, like playing video.
That volleyball
It
scene.
doesn't have to
What's wrong with the volleyball scene?
That volleyball scene.
No, what's wrong with that
When you're
volleyball
done
scene?
rubbing
All
the
I'm saying,
oil,
all I'm
hug
saying
your
is
friend.
that volleyball scene.
What's that?
That volleyball scene.
The volleyball
I think-
scene is awful. And you know that
Counterpoint.
yes.
They are just men who are, comfortable with their sexuality and their masculinity, and they like to play volleyball. I don't see anything that uncouth or unusual about that.
Yeah. What was
I'm just saying it's a
Doesn't
couple of
have to
very
be sexual.
very attractive men playing volleyball.
Yeah, it's a bunch of colossus playing volleyball.
No, not Colossus.
No, we had Doc Holliday playing volleyball.
Mm-hmm.
He said Quando.
Not that there's anything wrong if it is.
How about this, Chad? The Chris Barrett wants to know: did you see the Jay and Silent Bob reboot trailer?
Ooh.
Yeah, and did you see that Kevin Smith's daughter Harley, who is named after Harley Quinn,
Mm-hmm.
is in the movie as well?
I like
Special
that.
shout out to Arlene Sorkin.
I like
And,
that Supergirl.
I believe her middle name is actually Quinn.
It's Harley Quinn Smith.
And he's got the tattoo on his forearm, right?
Mhm.
The the funny thing about it is there's another one too. Seth Rogen has a movie coming out that they premiered out there. It's about a bunch of sixth graders that get.
Is he like a teacher in it?
I think they get ecstasy.
Oh my god!
Wow.
So, did anyone see the Halloween news that just broke?
No, what's up?
Like Michael Myers style? Or?
Okay, Michael Myers. So there's been a really big rumor going on that there are going to be 2 more movies picked up for the Halloween series, and that they were going to be back to back. So they just announced today that yes, there are 2 more films that are in the works. Their titles right now are Halloween Kills, which is going to come out in 2020, and Halloween Ends, which is going to come out in 2021.
Yeah, but do people still want more Halloween movies? It's
Yes.
They were
Yes.
good back in the
The
day.
last one was pretty
Yes.
good. Like I would say
Yes.
the last one that just came out was
Oh, keep going.
out of the newer ones, certainly by far the best.
I was
Yeah, you know one of the
always
best things that
Jason
came out of
Voorhees
Halloween.
fan.
Caleb, you know the best thing that came out of that original Halloween that John Carpenter made? Every time you down Michael Myers, man, he always does that sit up. And boy, when the
Like the
text is
underwear.
red, that's right. The underwear, when the text is red, old Mark Calloway finally got out of world-class championship wrestling and got that call from it. Bring that big man up here. And he go to the box of gimmicks. He picked the Undertaker out of the box. That was his gimmick. And man, Underwhaler, Undertaker for life now. He does that setup. Thanks to Michael Myers and John Carpenter.
Yep.
Yes, definitely excited about more Halloween. Definitely excited about more horror.
I'm
Yeah, I
excited
like
about
the
more
old
Flaming
school
Sheila in the chat.
I really enjoy old school horror movies, but it's like the new movies seem to take it way too far, in my opinion. Like,
Oh,
I
you
don't
mean
know,
as far as blood goes and stuff?
just just the situations and everything about them. A
Yeah.
lot of them.
Yeah, a
Well,
lot
you know,
of them are
people
more
that get in those situations though, they usually do have to feel it because they're not paying attention. They get killed.
The one thing about the newest one that I felt like was missing in tone from, like, the reason I like the original so much is because it's very stalking, it's very paced, it's very like plotting where like the fear builds because Michael Myers is just like always around the corner. And this one was much more of like action packed, him running around killing a bunch of people. It was fun. It was good. It had a lot of great references to the old movies. It was like a very loving reboot, but it missed that mark for me as far as
Was that the Halloween Rob Zombie one?
No.
was the
No.
The new Jamie Lee Curtis one.
Those
The
Rob
new one,
Zombie
Jamie Lee
movies
Curtis.
are freaking
Cool.
crazy.
I need to watch
We,
that.
we like to forget that the Rob Zombie films existed in this household.
I didn't like those
enjoyed
at
them.
all.
Personally,
Can't
I
blame
just
you.
like to just skirt past those.
Well, for me, like having a teen, you know, and then when you see what he did as a kid, you know, to lead up into the Myers thing, you're thinking, oh my God, this is just the most poor child. I don't know, like, and you know, working with kids and stuff like that. I mean, that stuff was rough for me to watch.
agreed.
What I'm excited about is DC Rebirth debut this September of Jeff Lemire's Inferior 5.
Inferior? Ooh, Jeff Lemire.
Okay.
Jeff Lemire's
Wow.
Justice League Dark is freaking amazing, y'all.
Have you
Is it the
guys?
same-
Do you guys remember Inferior 5?
Yeah, of course, from the '60s.
Yeah.
Awkward Man, White Feather. The leader, which was just like a jester kind of guy.
If you got the DC app, check it out.
Dumb Bunny was the another
Did
one.
it-
Was the very, very poorly done there. Yeah, I mean, the female was actually should have been the smarter one, if you know what I mean.
So is this going to be a TV show?
No, it's a 5. It's going to be a 5 issue series.
Okay.
There's a reason why, because somebody asked. Because I asked somebody if they would do interviews down in Baltimore, and I got him for him. So Alec is probably going to be talking to Jeff.
All right, I just got an incredible stomach ache. Thank you very much.
Aw.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, I'm
Pepto.
gonna be hanging out with Alec on Thursday.
Yeah, man.
Oh, Floridians.
Yeah,
Oh.
dude.
I might fly down. Where you
Drop
guys going, to
my mom and
Orlando?
my sis off at the
You two
airport.
guys are real tall looking
I'm gonna
people.
go hang out with him.
Yeah, I was surprised at how tall Caleb was. First time I met him.
Drew Manchu says Lemire and Black
average.
Hammer is the best ongoing series right now.
You know, Drew, that's the best ongoing series is Shazam and Fantastic Four.
Oh,
And
So
Farmhand.
sometimes I need to. Oh, Farmhand 2's, yeah. So Farmhand, Rob Guillory for life. But someone, yeah, that Lemire and Black Hammer. The only Black Hammer you need is a hammer around your neck, and we're gonna choke the life out of you.
I got
You know, Vince McMahon actually choked someone with a hammer in a match. Yeah, go figure. But he really did. So I'll take the hammer. And choke.
Metarog, do you like wrestling at all?
You know, I haven't followed wrestling since back in the early '70s when, you know, Rocky Johnson and Gorilla Monsoon, things like that were out. No, I haven't followed, not since it went big in the '80s or whatever. No, I haven't.
I haven't been watching it since it was WCW and WWF still.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that Rocky Johnson, man, he had some speed and one of the best drop kicks in the game.
Best
And
drop
when he
kick ever.
needed,
Mhm.
oh, best
Yep.
drop kick ever, Mr. Perfect.
Yep. Well, Mr. Perfect, I still think Rocky Johnson. Did you see the physique on that? Have you ever seen him physically?
I've seen Rocky Johnson physically, and boy, he made that hot tag to
Oh man,
the
that
Mr.
guy,
USA Tony.
when you see him, you would think that this guy was chiseled out of stone. He was just amazing. Just the statuesque guy I've ever seen in my life.
It's the 70s, some good years, but also some good years for some old school comics as well, with that 4.5 coming at us live. Actually, it was coming at Alec live. I didn't get any of those.
Yeah, the summer of 1974. That's when that came out, and I picked it up off the rack at the Miami International Airport.
That
Dang, at the airport. Oh my God.
where were you
Shout
going?
out Florida.
Yep, I lived in Miami for about 40 years, so that's
way down
where,
there.
That's where I grew up.
Nice.
Old Donnie getting frisky in the chat.
Let's see what's going on.
Mastodon.
He's just having fun, cracking me up.
But
I
so,
love that. The Ultimate Fantastic Four 21 right there on Metarog's screen. He's kind of giving you just a little hidden glimpse of that first appearance of the Marvel zombies in the comic book. So if you're interested, go back and look up Ultimate Fantastic Four, 21, 22, 23. Yep. Get some of those old issues because it brings a fun story to life using the multiverse as a foil type to bring it all together.
Hey, Kat.
Absolutely splendidly said. I couldn't agree more.
I wanted to do a little prep for Hickman's X-Men run coming up, so I went through my trades and I found the Last White event, the Avengers that he did by Hickman. Dude, this is absolutely phenomenal, man. Super fun read.
Nice.
Going to Mars, all kinds of cosmic action going on with the Avengers. So I am stoked for him to be doing the X-Men. I'm trying to get that preview that Joe Ryan was talking about on one of his shows with the preview of what's to come. I'm definitely excited about it.
Yeah, Joe Ryan had two great X-Men, that X-Men videos about the series where it kind of does that old school style X-Men, and they're making one for Fantastic Four too. Can't remember the name of it. Joe, you'll have to let us know in the chat that the 6-issue series, each part was like a 2-issuer part, but they're doing one of those for Fantastic Four.
So I'm gonna do some speculation here. Well, first off, Kat, Halloween Kills and Halloween Ends are the two titles to the sequels.
2020 and 2021.
Here's my speculation. There has been a lot of movement going on with Moon Knight right now. And tomorrow, I believe in Hall H, they're going to announce some Moon Knight information.
I could see that. I could definitely see that. Moon Knight is a character that he's primed to be tapped, but he just hasn't quite made it there yet.
He sure is tapped.
He's so ready to go.
Because he's crazy.
We got comics with Bueller in the chat.
Hey, my buddy Bueller.
My hot spec book that I've been shouting out for the last couple of weeks, which has probably missed the boat at this point, was Sandman 22.
Death?
First appearance of Daniel. But it's going up. It's at like $70 already on eBay.
Wow.
So
$5 book a couple weeks ago.
Wow, $5 a couple weeks. Who is this Daniel? What's going on? Is there a movie? What's going on? Who's this Daniel?
He is spoilers for Sandman, but you know that series came out 30 years ago, so I don't feel so bad. Daniel becomes the new Sandman.
Oh, cool.
I think it's going to be so sad, and we were talking about it at my LCS yesterday, and they were like, he was putting up some of the new trades that came in, and he says to the one guy, he's like, "Hey Tim, we have the complete run of the trades on Sandman," and they were looking at it and they were like, "We should take these down because this was the last time you could buy Sandman where it would say Vertigo on the spine."
Oh,
really? They're changing to.
And I don't know why, but like the DC app doesn't carry any of the Vertigo titles.
Really, none of them.
I noticed that.
Maybe because they're adult themed and they don't want to have kids stumble upon them.
Yeah, mine say Vertigo.
Do you think that's why they took that Grant Morrison? Some of that. Well, no, they'd only had the Grant Morrison run. I think. I don't think it had the when they switched it to Vertigo, but they took that Animal Man Volume 1 off.
So back to the chat, we got Chaos and Comics. Joe Ryan is still with us. Bueller, what is cracking? And then Discovery Bay, why aren't you here?
Okay, hold on a second.
He's still at dinner.
Now. But anytime we're on any other channel, I cannot see Bueller in the chats, and he can't see me.
That's weird.
Deal with that.
Well, that means he blocked you.
He's checked.
He
And
blocked
Sam's
you.
even helped him check.
So you'll have to check your.
Why do you have beef with Bueller?
I
Yeah.
don't have beef
What'd
with
you
Bueller.
do?
I love
What did you
Bueller.
do?
What did
I
you
guess
do,
I'm an
Smurf?
asshole. I
You
mean,
seem
above
like
all-
such a nice
You
guy.
know what may happen?
You're over here
you were-
talking about
we-
Smurfs,
Wolf
talking
and
about
sheep
awesomeness.
We thought you were
But-
nice. We were going to give you Bueller's spot, but now you got to throw shade at Bueller. What's up with that?
No.
No, I can't. This
No.
is unbelievable. We're just discovering new things each day about you, man.
Yeah, try
Smurf's
to
kind of shady.
try to find it in Google. Go
Bear Island
to
says
go to your
Bueller is
Google
a
Hangout.
gargoyle.
Go to your Google Hangout settings and see if you can see if there's any like block
Oh my
features.
god. Bear Island Comics, Bueller is his Gargamel.
Oh, touche.
That
Well,
could be
well
true.
done. Well done.
Sam is
You gotta get
Oh, that's
Bueller a
amazing.
big black tunic, and he can wear it and be Gargamel.
Taller than 4 apples tall.
What?
Comics with
I was
Gargamel.
just,
It's a comic
casually
Smurf,
putting up
yeah.
a little finite character out there.
I love Bear Island so much.
He's a
That's
clever guy. Bear Island.
Smurf shade.
Wow.
The dark Smurf rising.
TJ Slab Dragon Man is in the house.
Oh, this chat is loving this.
I can't. You say
Dude.
drama.
Hashtag Smurf versus Bueller.
No,
That's
No,
in an
Don't
epic
say
rap
drama.
battle.
there's
In a rap
no
battle.
competition there. His
In a
drama is like,
No. Listen, Smurf. You got to do it as a rap battle. You
in a
versus
rap battle with
Bueller
my body.
live on the Comic Core. What?
Oh, man.
What?
Do it.
Like,
Oh,
Wow.
Do it.
are your
Amazing
arms
what can grow out of one little statement, isn't it?
Look,
this
Look,
is insane.
look.
Are
I'll
your
try,
knees
you
weak?
know.
Legend
Having
a
will
little time to
coach you
prepare.
on rapping, won't you?
That's right. Hey Caleb, if you need someone to feel you, you better call Sheila.
If I can pre-write my raps, I'll rap battle anybody.
Hell yeah! Oh, if you get to write them down. Poetry in motion. That's the only commercial.
Yeah, I cannot freestyle, but I'll.
Move on.
White whale's like the Batman, of rhyming. If you give him enough time and he prepares, he'll annihilate you.
You'll be ready.
Exactly.
He is the Batman. Look at Caleb over there. He's getting nervous. His knees are weak.
Bueller said
Smurf,
ham.
we got you.
Bueller.
He would be nervous.
There's vomit on his sleeves. Mom spaghetti.
Ham,
Speaking of ham,
Calm and ready.
Where's Galvin?
Smurf, we got you.
Galvin here.
Comics Misexplains his prep time. I tell you what. You know who's good on the mic there, Legend?
God, there's just so many amazing.
No,
I'm
I'm Drew Manchu.
Oh, absolutely, man. He's got an awesome
Yes.
Yeah, he's got some excellent reviews. I don't know how his rhyming is.
We've seen him rap.
Yeah,
it's
we
pretty
have
good. It's pretty good. I've got a video on my laptop of him rapping
It's pretty
at C2E2. It's pretty good.
I'll have to check
Freestyle
into this
or
guy.
karaoke.
What's his channel again?
It does.
I got to see if I'm sub to him. I don't know. May not be.
Misexplains his notorious DRU.
Yeah, notorious DRU
Perfect.
Drew.
Not to mention, big shout out to Drew Manchu. His Wednesday, high noon streams where he shows off his polls for the week. Definitely pretty solid. I've been watching him Wednesdays when I'm at lunch. So, huge shout out to Drew Manchu.
We missed Drew.
Yeah. High noon.
Mm-hmm.
We missed Drew. But
do
back
miss
to
Drew.
the Comic
Mark,
Con.
are you okay?
Huh?
You're not eating
I'm
anything.
okay.
He just ate Chinese.
I ate Chinese and now I'm drinking out of Pyrex.
Drink
Okay.
out of
Just making sure. I didn't see anything entering your mouth, so I was wondering.
Hashtag free mark is over.
That's for comic reviewer.
I locked him down.
Hashtag free 84.
He's been slabbed.
Hashtag he's wearing a ring now.
I promise never to leave my box.
Well, hey, it's 11 o'clock. We're gonna. I think we're gonna throw some stuff into the off airs.
Hey, can I show something that I got? I didn't read any books this week because, man,
Oh,
I
Yeah,
got addicted to going live again on the
a little
Comic
shout out
Core.
at the end.
But let me show you something I did pick up this week, and it was the last one Best Buy had.
I said it was over.
Shazam 3D Blu-ray.
Dude, I rented it last night, man. That movie
What
was
did you
so
think?
good.
Wasn't it good?
So good, dude. I loved it.
Man,
Hilarious.
Shazam. They did an epic job, man. Great way to tell the story. It kind of was like a mishmash, kind of like New 52, but also the old school. It was a great movie.
Dude, he's hustling using his powers to make money. Bro. I freaking died.
Oh, when's Wildcats come out?
Lightning over there.
Yeah, lightning, yeah.
Dude.
Me and Donnie, we got this buddy in our off airs, and he doesn't do a lot of videos anymore. But big shout out to Ray D, Comics and Geekery, huge DC guy, DC fan, and he made a funny spoof video where it was, lightning with my hands, lightning with my hands.
That's what it was.
And he was doing it to where Emperor Palpatine was shocking Luke Skywalker with the lightning, and it went with that, and it became a viral video for him. It was pretty cool. Stawinski also loves Shazam. And speaking of Shazam's favorite fan, Drew Manchu is wearing a
Manchu, baby.
Thanos shirt representing Marvel.
Marvel is comics, my friend. Marvel is comics.
Drew, there was a little bit of questioning if you could rhyme.
Oh, can I rhyme? I rhyme all the time.
Go for it, Drew. Go for it. Oh, there it is!
Don't let me blow your mind.
Uh-oh.
I see a rhyme battle coming up.
Would you like a Diet Coke with little spritz of lime?
Yes, sir, that would
It's quite refreshing.
Drink it all the time.
Look, that Diet Coke might be quite refreshing, but I can't spend all night impressing.
Get
it, Drew.
Look, I'm not in the right mindset for this, but I can go a little bit.
Oh, that's
no,
great mindset. Better mindset.
I wish I was in a better mindset. I'll be honest. Guys, I got a food baby sitting in my gut right now. I took my kid to Chili's. Had to get that molten chocolate cake. It always seems like a good idea. Trust me, it's not. It's not a good idea. You're just gonna feel like you're gonna die right after that happens.
Any food with molten is not a good idea.
Molten.
I would agree.
Molten is the best.
Dude, and any ice cream sundae that has some sort of science experiment where the chocolate hardens around the ice cream scoop, it's just like, come on, man. It's just like that's like the devil's ice cream or something.
I love Kat. Chad, can you click on Kat Rain's screen? She's got this cool series she's been reading, and this is an homage cover to a famous horror movie, isn't it?
Yeah, I lived right beside that. I lived beside
Exorcist?
That.
Yeah. Just a cool little sneak peek into next week's stream. I have Rob Patuk. I really suck at I butcher names. We all know that. But the creator of Junior High Horrors will be on with us next Friday live.
That's
he is
very
currently at San Diego Comic-Con, but I've been talking to him through the messages and everything. And very, very excited about this. I loved this. If you yourself have a question for him for this series, please do feel free to message me on Instagram, and I'll shoot your questions to him during the stream next week. Or you could also be on next week's show with us. But please do check out New Trade for this. It's already out. Really, really fun read. Love the art throughout. Little shameless plug there for next week.
I got hungry again.
Mark's never not eating. Show him your ice cream.
Oh. So I'm eating...
Ooh, the turtle powers.
Turtle ice cream.
Shell shock surprise.
That's
what
apropos
is the
for the stream.
I don't know, but on Metarog's screen, you got that cover B, man, looking hot, of the man known as Shazam.
I think Whitewell
Hey, that's a cheating rhyme. That's an N and an M.
I know. You know me, I'm always getting those cheap ones. They're almost as fun as the legit ones, you know.
Funners.
Hey, if it
Nothing,
works,
nothing
it works.
gives the great legend quite the gasm as that lightning-powered man, Shazam.
Yeah, he always calls them Chaz.
That was a stretch. I'll give it to you.
Hey, Drew just got
Alternate pronunciation there.
Drew got him a damn comics misexplained in the chat.
Just lock down the internet. What's the matter? Mark?
Mark's all married now. He's eating right out of the bucket. No worries.
Mark is always eating out of the bucket.
Mark never
Born
stopped
eating
eating
out
out of the bucket.
You should just get him one of those like horse things with the oats.
Pretty much. Pretty much, yeah.
Just
Not
strap
a
it to
draw.
his
A
head.
feed bag,
A
a feed bag, and just strap it onto his face.
I bet you him and Caleb.
Yes.
I bet you him and Caleb both eat.
Look how excited he is. He's like, they have those?
He's very excited about it.
That could be a wedding gift.
There we go.
Do you want me to go get you a feed bag?
Hell
I
yeah.
can do it tomorrow. You really want
Knows
to.
where a good burger place is in Baltimore. So if me or Bear Island wins, we're going to that burger place.
So we have a
Drew
first
and
place.
Chad will just be really upset. He's going to walk up the hill again.
Oh God.
We will be traveling along Interstate 70 heading east. So if anybody's along that way, we can come and get you.
Wants to just like jump in the van.
Like literally, I'm gonna roll down the window and say, "Get in the van."
He has a sign that said, "Any kids want to go to Comic-Con?"
No.
Yep.
No, he does not.
Is your van white? Is it a white van?
Oh man.
Yes,
Is it a white van?
in the chat? It
It's
is
a
Abbey
rental.
Burger Bistro.
Does the white van say Jason Smith's ice cream truck on the side? He likes to pull up on the road. Hey, did somebody call the ice cream man and give him little ice cream pops?
Can I take a quick second while we're talking about dirty old men and
God,
and Jason Smith to give a shout out to my favorite dirty old man on YouTube, the spectacular Spider Grandpa, on the birth of his second grandson this week.
Yay, Spider Grandpa Mike!
Spider Gramps has a grandson named Miles now, so get down with that.
Awesome.
Get down with that.
Kids are better than one.
Cute.
Shout out to the Spider Gramps.
Is he
Oh,
bringing?
Munchkin.
Is he gonna bring Piglet? I hope
What's
he
up?
brings. Hope he brings Piglet back.
I don't know if you want Piglet back at this point. Nobody's done to Piglet.
So because we're getting a rental, in good spirit, Drew, we have to move the car 3 spaces over.
No. No, we don't.
I can't wait.
I'm not paying for parking this time. Someone else can get out and pay for parking.
So
If you
There'll be a
haven't
group
seen
effort.
that
We'll figure
video,
this out.
both Drew Manchu, Mark, they're both jerks. Spectacular Spider Grandpa, you are still my bro.
He was totally in on it.
No, he was
No.
not.
oh,
No,
You weren't in
did
the
you
car.
not hear him as soon as I got in that car? It was cat. I
Yeah,
had nothing
he
to do
backtracked
with it.
immediately.
I mean, these two, I told him not to do it. I'm so sorry. Are you okay?
I labeled as an accomplice in the video immediately, and he didn't say no.
But Flaming Sheila, we are.
We got married Sunday.
Alec, you're going? Or who are you going to Baltimore with?
Me, myself, and I.
Do you need a place to stay?
No, I have a hotel book. Thank you.
Okay.
Do you
Do you have an
sure?
extra room?
You
You
can-
need a place
Yeah,
to
so
drink.
I
Do you
booked.
have a spot in the floor?
I booked the hotel like
Long time ago or
8
something.
months ago because
Now, here's the real question: can our winners crash with you?
You heard it here, folks. The winners of the contest are going to be staying with White Whale.
You gotta look at the details. You gotta look at the details when you make those videos, folks. Look at the details.
Are you
I have an
flying in?
invitation out. So there is an invitation for the second bed in the room at the moment. I don't know if that person will be joining, but
Are you going to be joining us in that second bed?
Hey.
Are you gonna at least
One bed for sleeping, one bed for fun.
You are coming over, right?
I'll come hang out. Yeah.
All right, that's all.
I mean,
He's not leaving.
here's the thing, though. Like, I know John made this joke too, in his video, I'm not fun.
That's all right. Neither are we. None of us are. We're very bunch of boring people that just sat around a table. The TV didn't get turned on one time. We just
No,
sat at a
didn't.
table and bagged and bored books and shot each other in the face with
Nerf
Nerf
guns.
Yes, you did.
But
Which, by the
then-
way,
Whiskey.
That sounds like
Carson,
fun to
I
me.
did buy
But
you a
then-
face mask.
But then the whole thing changes as soon
Right,
as
she's all I
JD
want
shows
now.
up. Everything changes when JD's in the room.
Right.
Shake
Everybody
him in the
solidifies as one team of
Happening.
people that hates JD.
No, when he shows up, it's like, let's drink, bitches. And I'm
Yeah.
okay.
No
It's
mixed
not-
drinks.
It's not
Take
like
these
that. He
straight.
just screams in your face, let's drink,
Liquor.
bitches.
And then he says, take these pills. And I'm like, all right. He's like, smell this powder. And I'm like, what is it? That's a joke.
Stab this hooker. Well, I guess I've done everything else so far. Might as well follow through.
But he also comes out. He was wearing that. He had that black shirt on. We're all wearing like comic book T-shirts, right? JD comes looking fresh. He's got a pressed button-down shirt, jeans, nice fresh shine shoes. And then there's us.
Wasn't he Pace Pot
Looking like a
Pete
bunch
or
of
anything?
scrubs.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he
was.
was.
Face Pot Pete.
Yeah.
I was painted orange one day.
It's true.
Nemesis 1, Prime 1.
I'm gonna be painted red this year.
Oh,
Try not to get the con aids from some old man.
I will.
I know, right?
I will absolutely go to karaoke though.
Be careful what
So what are you gonna
strange
sing?
men I'm
What
kissing.
would you sing?
You don't want it to be a surprise.
No. We need it to be a surprise. I don't want to know.
I'm guessing right now
Don't spoil this for me.
you're going to sing.
He's gonna sing
something
right now
from
from Van Halen.
Barry Manilow.
I could. Not my go-to, but
What was that movie with where they were in the Barry Manilow cover band?
Oh my God!
No, it wasn't Barry Manilow. Who was it? It was the
No.
other guy.
It was the Jeans. Forever.
Yeah,
Neil
Neil Diamond.
Neil Diamond. Yeah.
We're not giving up on Darren. Coming to what the hell was that name? Saving Silverman.
So, yeah.
Great
Oh,
movie.
man.
Jack Black's finest work.
Hey, he looks awful right now. He looks terrible. But anyway, you guys want to go off air?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
oh,
Sure.
we were.
No.
No, we're gonna do an off air,
Wow.
guys.
Still
Are we going to do
understand.
picks of the week?
We already did picks of the week, Beb.
For the week.
Okay, real quick. We're gonna have Drew's picks of the week.
And
I
go.
didn't bring any of my books with me. I figured you guys were already done with all that.
Just say what your book was.
I don't even remember what came out this week. I read so much
Silver
stuff.
Black.
Loki came out this week.
Silver
Say
Surfer
Loki.
Black. I didn't read Loki. I didn't read Loki.
right here.
I didn't read
Good.
Spider-Man Life Story yet.
Oh my
Frosty
Silver
the
Surfer Black
Snowman
was really
is
good.
canon now.
City of Bane was a hot pile of fucking garbage that looked pretty cool. It would have been cool if it had any sort of continuity going into it.
You mean
at
it
all.
would have been cool if it was Marvel?
Basically,
I mean, it would have been better if it was Marvel because Marvel equals comics, bro. It's like the quadratic equation of
All
entertainment.
right. I'm sending it. It's 11:15. I'm sending the hangout right now. Guys,
Good job.
DC.
good night.
job.
God
Cut me
bless.
off.
DC for life,
That's exactly
bro.
what we
Sam
needed.
3D.
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Oh shit.
Bye.
How do
Bye.
I
Ice cream.
stop broadcast?